Welcome to the Visualize Meditations podcast, hosted by your friend Sasha Patil, a Chopra certified meditation teacher. The first step to creating the life of your dreams is to create a clear and compelling vision for what you want for the future. I'll be guiding you on visualization meditation so you can get clear on your deepest desires. Let's get started so you can turn your vision into a reality.
Hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Visualize Meditations podcast. It's your girl, pal Sasha. And to paint the scene for you right now, I'm here in Osaka and I'm having a good wander today. It's a beautiful Saturday. I'm just wandering. I picked a random area of town and I'm just gallivanting. The interesting thing about Japan is that if it's not on the ground floor of where you are, it's probably in the basement or above you, which is so wild to me that so much of this country exists like in the basement level and then in levels above. Like they're like, oh, this is an island. We can't expand, horizontally, so we'll just expand vertically. So that's been really interesting. Fun fact, in case you didn't know that. Another fun fact about Japan is that they have over 300 different flavors of Kit Kats. So did I go yesterday and spend $60 on Kit Kats because I wanted to try them all? Yes. Explain to me why there's not a variety pack situation. Explain to me why I can't just go to a store where I can grab a little cellophane bag and go pick out a bunch of different types and pay by the weight. Other than explain to me why I can't do that and why I have to go and buy 10 different boxes of Kit Kats and try them all. I don't know, but that's what I did yesterday. I went and I bought a ridiculous amount of different kinds of Kit Kats. I bought sake flavor. I bought wasabi flavor. I bought red bean paste flavor. I bought every weird flavor that you could imagine. And then I went and I tried them all with my digital nomad group. And they were really cool. They were really cool, really interesting. I really enjoyed it. So fun facts about Japan, in case you needed to know them. I think the last time we had a nice chat, I was in Phuket. Since then, I did one night in Bangkok with my girlfriend Shumei. That was so much fun. We went to Soi Cowboy, which is a very weird experience. I don't suggest going unless you want to see some really disturbing things, but went to Soi Cowboy, saw some lady boys, and then we were sitting at a bar, the only normal bar on the street. We were sitting at a bar and literally the people watching was really interesting. It was a bunch of so many middle-aged white married men there. And that's not the gross part. The gross part is that they're clearly there in Thailand to mess around with these lady boys and whatever. And again, do your thing, but there's just something so deeply disturbing about that. We got to this bar and the people watching was so interesting. We sat down, we got beers, and we were watching this table in front of us, and it was this middle-aged white married guy. He had a ring on his wedding ring finger. And we watched him interact with these 3 Thai women or lady boys, unclear at this point. One of them is kind of on the younger side, and the other 2 are middle-aged. And literally within the span of us, me and my friend finishing one beer, when we sat down, this guy was totally fine. He had his hands all over this younger Thai woman, and then by the time we finished our beers, this man was not okay. He fully got drugged. He was leaning over the table. He was just not aware, not there. And my friend and I were looking at each other. We're we should step in and do something. And literally as we were about to go in and be yo, dude, are you okay? Do you need us to call you a cab home? Are you good? Another guy comes up and he checks on the guy and he's yeah, are you good? Are you all right? And we're okay, someone's checking on this guy, whatever. The guy's yeah, I'm fine. It looks like he's passing a phone back and forth with the 2 middle-aged Thai women. And I don't know what they were discussing, but out of nowhere, they take this guy out of the bar. They take him. He's gone. And the 2 middle-aged women take him out of the bar. The younger one ends up leaving with them. And then the man disappears and all 3 women come back. And then the guy who checks in on the first guy sits down in the exact same seat and proceeds to do the exact same thing that the first guy did, which is basically voluntarily get drugged and go off with these women. And it's you're sitting there people watching and you're what the heck is happening right now? And it's they're intentionally doing it. It was just the most crazy thing I've ever seen. And I was oh my God, that's so wild. So after that, my friend Shumei is getting hangry. I want some weed, and it's legal in Thailand, so everybody chill out, okay? I went to the dispensary, rolled up myself a little J, sat outside and smoked it, and Shumei disappeared, and she went to go get herself some food. So we both had to go take care of ourselves. And we were with this guy that we met on a tour, who was a really sweet guy. Like, he ended up being our pal, and he hung out with us, and he sat outside with me while I smoked, and then we went to go find Shumei. We found her at a restaurant. She got pizza, she got snacks, we're having a great time, we're eating the pizza, we're eating the snacks, and there's this group of like a group of 6 like young Thai girls sitting at a table across, and they're controlling the music in this restaurant. This restaurant is empty, okay? And I'm like, and they're starting to clap, sing, and I'm sitting there, I don't know the song, but I'm sitting there clapping, singing, and they see me, they're like, let's go. So I get up and I start dancing with them. I knock a glass over. I'm not even drunk, but I knock a glass over and I'm dancing with these girls to this random Thai music. I have no idea. And we just had a ball. I don't know these girls, never said a word to them, but they like my energy. I like their energy. So I just got up and started dancing and singing with them. And it was like a fucking ball. Next morning we get up, go. She goes back to Malaysia and I make my journey over to Japan. I landed in Tokyo late night, got lost on the freaking train station and made it to my hostel finally. So I made it to my hostel, slept. And basically I would get up in the day, I would go and wander about Tokyo. I had 3 full days in Tokyo and I didn't have any tours or anything booked. So I'd get up in the day, wander different areas, come back and work from 4 p.m. to midnight or so. And there's this gorgeous roof deck. And like, I just really enjoyed that and got a lot of work done. I do have another funny story though from Tokyo. So let me zoom all the way back to Melbourne. I was in Melbourne and I was doing a little flaneur, a little wander around, and I found this boutique and they had these gorgeous lighters, okay? And I regretted not getting this lighter. I have been thinking about this lighter for almost a year. I was in Melbourne in January. I've been thinking about this lighter for almost a year, and it's a Japanese brand. I took a photo of the brand, thank God. I reached out to them on email, no response. I reached out to them on Instagram, no response. I tried to find the store online, like no way for me to get it. So I was like, okay, I'm in Japan. My one mission is to find this freaking lighter. So I looked in the map, like the name of the brand, and I saw they had a location 10 minutes away from my little hostel. And I was like, okay, great. So I go walk over there, and I show up and there's no storefront. I'm like, oh, okay. And I see some stairs and I'm like, all right, well, I'm just going to go up these stairs because this is the address and whatever. I show up. It's their headquarter office. So I knock, knock, knock. Konnichiwa. Hello. I've been trying to find your lighters for almost a year. Can you please sell them to me? So I made them show me all the stock they had in their headquarter office and sell me a lighter on the freaking spot. So funny. And I was like, guys, you need to have a store locator because most customers are not as committed as me. And they're losing out on so many sales by not having more information about where people can buy the freaking lighters. So whatever. That was a funny story. So yeah, spent 3 days wandering around Japan, really just enjoyed my time, did some shopping, ate a lot of food, just worked a lot. And then after 3 days in Tokyo by myself, I took the bullet train over to Kyoto, where I met up with my digital nomad group. And this is a digital nomad group. It's called Noma Collective. And I'm with them for 3 weeks. It's a bunch of people who work fully remote and also travel. I think there's only one other person who travels full time. But for the most part, everyone else is just a remote worker. And this is just kind of their trip where they're traveling and also working. And it's really nice to be around other people who also work and travel at the same time, because a lot of times when I encounter people who travel full time or people who travel, they don't also work at the same time. And I think people can think that oh, you're on vacation for a whole year and you're not doing anything. No, that's not true. I have a business and I have a full-time job. I work a lot. I work a lot. And so it's really helpful to be around other people who also understand this lifestyle where, oh, they get it. I'm not coming to that thing tonight because I got to get on a meeting, or, oh, I got to step away from dinner, take a call, and then I'll be back. Or, no, I'm going to say no to this and I'm going to prioritize work and then I'll hang out with you guys later. And it's just it's such a nice group to be with. The people are really, really nice. I loved Kyoto. It was so much fun. I recorded an episode with Jody, who you guys saw in the last week's episode. So we spent 1 week in Kyoto and we're 2 weeks in Osaka. We're now about halfway through the Osaka trip. The Osaka accommodations are not great. So some people have left, like it's not the vibe. I was not feeling well when I got to Kyoto. Like I was just kind of a little under the weather, but I was okay and just had like a sniffly nose and like a cough. But 2 nights out in a row, like really pushed me over the edge. I woke up on Sunday morning and I'm like, I am not well. I had a fever. I had like chills, like coughing, like sneezing, just like rough. And took the train over to Osaka, literally got to the Airbnb Sunday and was like, okay, guys, I'm going to shower and go to bed good night. And I literally stayed in my bed for like 40 to 50 hours straight. It must have been the flu or something. And it's been about a week since then, but I'm still not fully recovered. Like I'm still have a cough. I'm still have a runny nose. I'm just prioritizing rest as much as possible. And that's also why you guys didn't get an episode from me last week, is because I was just so under the weather. I did not get a chance to record anything. And, that's that. And I just didn't want to push myself. And I was feeling really stressed about it. But then I'm also like, guys, it's really okay for me to take a week off and it's fine. And you could even probably hear it in my voice right now. I'm not great. Honestly, the night out on Saturday night was worth it. Did I kiss one of the guys in my digital nomad group? Yeah, maybe I did. And was it worth it? Yeah, it was. I just want to be so honest with you guys. The realities of traveling is that sometimes you get sick and sometimes you have the flu randomly and are not doing well. I'm really grateful that I did happen to get sick while I was with the digital nomad group because, you know, I had people who brought me a medicine and people who brought me soup and bananas and food and like checked in on me to see if I was alive after being locked in my room in my bed for 40 something hours. And it was really nice to have someone check in on me like that. And when you're alone and sick and traveling, it's like really difficult and really, really not great because you're the one who has to get up and like go find yourself vitamin C and in a foreign country. And you're the one who has to go do the thing. And sometimes you just don't want to do that. And like sometimes you're just not well enough to do that. Like for me to get up and to go to the bathroom or go do a load of laundry was a lot of work. Like it was tough for me to stay awake for those like 20 minutes to do that. So I'm really grateful that I have been like surrounded by people like checking in on me, which has been really nice. I just haven't been well, I haven't been feeling well physically. And also, I want to be so honest, I haven't been feeling well emotionally. And I think like being sick probably plays a big role in this, to be honest with you. When you're not sick and you're not feeling well naturally, like your mood is a little bit lower. And to be honest with you, I've been like feeling really down the last like week or so. And I guess that's just, again, because I've been feeling under the weather and sick and I got my period at the same time. But I've been feeling really homesick and I've been feeling really sad. And it's tough because it's like, well, I'm homesick, but I don't have a home. So what am I homesick for? Homesick for America? Am I homesick for some routine, some stability, just like comfort of being in like a bed that's familiar? Or am I homesick for loved ones that like people who I love? Am I homesick for just like having a nest and having a space that's mine? Like, I don't know. And I've been feeling really down and really sad and really homesick. And I just feel like crying all the time. And it doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great. That's kind of where I've been at emotionally. And as far as like lessons learned since the last time we've talked, sometimes you have to prioritize taking care of yourself. So you have to prioritize rest. You have to prioritize taking care of your body. You have to prioritize making sure that your baseline needs as a human and taking care of your vessel is utmost importance. And if we didn't learn that during COVID, I don't know what we did learn, because we did learn that like health is supreme. Health is number one. And if you don't have your health, you have nothing. Like if you're not feeling well and you can't go out and work, or if you're not feeling well and you can't go out and explore, then like, what the hell are you doing? You know what I mean? You're kind of fucked. So I think just take care of my health, prioritize rest, chill out. That's kind of what I've been learning this week, and that being gentle with myself and being like, it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel homesick. It's okay to not feel well, and to prioritize rest and to sleep and to take care of your body and to like maybe let a few things fall through the cracks. Like that's okay. You don't have to be on it 100% of the time. And like when you're not on your game, naturally, you're not on your game. Like when you're not on your game physically, you're not going to be on your game mentally or emotionally or psychologically. And like, that's fine. It's so crazy. I'm hitting about 9.5 months of being in transit. And I was talking to my aunt earlier and she's like, I really see how much you've grown. And I'm like, I feel it. I feel like a different person than who I was when I left my childhood home in December. I feel like a different human being. I feel like I've evolved. I feel like I've grown. I feel like I've become a different person. I feel like I've lived a million different lives and evolved and grown through each of them. I was talking to a girlfriend who I saw early March and then also again in September before I left for Asia. And she saw me in those 2 times and she's like, just in the span between March and September, like you are a completely different person. Like I see how much you've grown and I feel it. I truly feel it. I feel so happy with how I am and who I am and how I've grown and evolved. And I feel like I'm still not done yet. Like there's still more to go. I have another week here in Osaka, which I'm glad because I was basically like being sick and being under the weather kind of took this 1 week away from me. I mean, I still did things, but like I really took my time and rested as much as possible. I'm looking forward to having another week here to kind of still explore Osaka and still see the things around. And then I'm going to another spot in Japan. And then I will be going to Disneyland. I'm so excited. I'm going to Disneyland. I realized that I've been to 3 out of 6 of the Disneylands in the world. And I'm like, well, now I have to go to all of them, obviously. So I'm going to Disneyland and then I'll be hitting 4 more countries, 2 of which with my best friend and then another 2 of which with Monsieur Soixante-Six. So Monsieur Soixante-Six is meeting my best friend and I. My best friend is coming and we're doing 2 countries together. Then Monsieur Soixante-Six is meeting us. And then my best friend leaving, and then I'll be spending another like 2.5 weeks with Monsieur Soixante-Six in an additional 2 countries before I fly back to the States. Just got my flight back to the States today. So I'll be heading back. And then I got some stuff in December, and I've also booked my rhinoplasty. So I will be getting my nose done soon. Very, very soon. I cannot believe it's happening. I cannot believe that it's actually going to be coming true. This thing that I've been wanting for so long is actually going to be happening. And I'm like, I don't mix emotions about the surgery. I just like, it's a big surgery and it's a lot of recovery. And I'm feeling a little bit nervous about that recovery time, especially since I like can't work out for 2 months. And I'm going to be in a place where I would want to be surfing and doing yoga and stuff like that. I'm not going to be able to for a couple months. I'm a little disappointed about that, but you know, this is something I wanted forever. And like, I don't think I'm going to regret that, you know, like whatever, 2 months of not being able to work out, it's fine, whatever, no big deal. So I'm looking forward to that. And then next year, I don't know, man, I'm still sorting it through. That's just kind of like a mini update about what's been happening. It's not the most lively episode, guys. It's not the most like transformational episode. It's not the most profound episode, but it's just a moment in time about what is happening for me in this moment. And the truth is just like, I'm not doing great. I'm like, okay. I'm not feeling great physically, not feeling great emotionally. To be honest, I'm really excited to see my best friend. I'm really excited to just hug him and to be surrounded by like inner circle loved ones. And I'm excited to see Monsieur Soixante-Six and to make out with his face. I appreciate you guys being so patient with me and so understanding as I haven't been feeling well and have been needing to take care of myself. But in the meantime, we'll catch you guys next week on the Visualize Meditations podcast. Bye.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Visualize Meditations podcast. Please follow, subscribe, leave a review, all of the good things. If you want to connect more, you can find me on TikTok and Instagram at Living Your Vision. So what are you waiting for? Get out there, create the life of your dreams, and we will see you next week.